This is a video demonstrating exercises for severely damaged shoulders. I'm making it for the purpose of demonstrating a few different exercises that have really helped me regain a lot of strength and a lot of function in my left shoulder. Um, they're not your typical shoulder exercises. They're ones that I've come up with just using some different pieces of equipment that I just thought would really help, and it turns out that they do. One of the reasons that they really work and have been so successful for me is that they allow me to leave my shoulder by my side and not have to raise it up into any painful positions like above my head or out to the side or straight out in front of me. I'm really able to put a lot of force through my arm and shoulder while being able to leave it at my side in a comfortable, stable position. And I think that's really beneficial in terms of regaining function without doing further damage. So basically, I'm just going to go through and show you a bunch of the exercises that I use in my routine and give you a little demonstration of each one. These are two-handed rows, and this right here is a demonstration of using one hand, and then I have the left hand kind of covering the right hand, but the right hand is taking up most of the force. And here is a demonstration of internal rotation exercises, and you can put just a little bit of force through it, or you can put a lot of force, really lean into it. And I don't know how that looks to other people, but if it looks awkward at all in terms of moving my body from left to right, and then if that interferes with some of the motion of the exercise, but it actually doesn't. And this is sort of a one-handed row. Now, like it just said right there, these are demonstrations of isometric exercises. So it's basically kind of the same position, but instead of using a motion, I'm just finding a position that's comfortable, feels like it needs to be worked, and then putting my body weight into it and creating tension with the rope. And that really gives a good workout. Now these are a lot of the same exercises, but just from a different angle with a straight on view from the front instead of the back. And these are the same internal rotation exercises, and the first one right there was with an overhand grip, and now this is with the rope coming through my fingers, and I have the knot on the other side. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because it really does make a difference in the type of in how it feels and which muscles are getting engaged and getting used. And again, that's back to the overhand grip right there. And you can kind of go from an internal rotation into an isometric and kind of halfway in between. You can really play around with it. And the reason I like most of these exercises so much is because it keeps the arm by my side, and keeps it in a stable position instead of having to raise the arm far away from the body, overhead. And so now we've moved on to a different set of exercises with a different piece of exercise equipment. This is a bar, and it's just a framework built out of 2x4s, and the bar's at about waist height. And I just do several different kinds of push-ups with a few different alterations. Some of them using more body weight, some of them using less body weight. And I really adjust the angle with it sometimes, and that engages a whole different set of muscles in the shoulders. These right here are similar to the ones that I was just doing, except my right leg is forward, which gives me even more control over how much body weight I'm using, and also the position of my body. So I can adjust the angle. And the more I come straight down, the more body weight I can absorb with my legs and knees, and therefore I'm putting less weight on the arm, on the injured arm, and on the other arm. So I'm basically coming more straight down, and that's actually a lot better angle. And I think this right here demonstrates kind of more of the downward motion and shorter, shallower, there we are, shorter, shallower presses. And again, these are really good because I'm not putting my arm in any position that creates a lot of pain. It's staying close to my body. I'm not having to raise it to the side or raise it straight out in front of me without any support. And I know that that's a really big issue with people who have had massive shoulder injuries and big shoulder surgeries, is that they really want you to focus on range of motion, and sometimes it really hurts to get your arm in your shoulder. It really hurts your shoulder to get your arm up into these positions. So this is a way to strength train without having to put your arm into very many uncomfortable positions like overhead, or like I said, straight out away from your body, because I think that creates a lot of unnecessary torque. And here I'm just using one arm, and you can do it facing the bar or perpendicular to the bar. And those are all just slight variations that create slight differences. So thanks for watching the video. The purpose of it is to show you a few ways of exercising that are different and that can help with strengthening your shoulder, that I have found to be really helpful. They've really helped me out and helped me regain some strength and some function without causing any more damage to my left shoulder, which is a shoulder that I've had several surgeries on and a complete reconstruction. So leave any comments that you might have, what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you, and let me know what you think. Thank you.